Every morning I walk into court, tie tight, mind sharper, stomach empty. It's a rhythm trial attorneys know well. Objections, arguments, pressure mounting by the minute. But at noon, the courtroom fades. That's lunch hour. That's sanity. Across the street from the chaos, tucked between the courthouse and my office, stood a small place with a big soul. I used to glance over and see two guys sweating behind trays, not behind spreadsheets, wiping tables, calling out orders, never once flashing the posture of ownership. But they were the owners. And their story? Well, it's proof that ignorance isn't just bliss. It's sometimes a brilliant business model. When I first met them, they weren't trying to impress. They were just trying to survive. And like me, they were grinding through early mornings and late nights with little certainty. This episode, it's not just about food. It's about grit. I'm Alexander, I'm an attorney, and this is My Attornity, where the case file meets the punchline. Every guest is a witness to something real. This is a story about Michael Smith and James O'Donnell, and a little place called Kocky's.
Yeah, this is getting ready. The catches, I'm already about
Oh, okay.
But now you're stuck there forever.
What do you mean?
everything
Forever. You
recording.
can't move anymore.
No, because I may get up to just my back, but like I'll go right back down here.
What if we're going to box?
Then let's get it on.
You're going to push the mic
I got
aside?
more reach, so
I'm not saying that you don't have the numbers. I'm just saying, what are you going to do with the mic? Like, are you going to gently lay it out and then throw yourself over the table? I have provided counsel for said suspect A and said suspect B here. Can I just tell you that you have the right to remain silent? Don't get insulted. I still want to show up and eat some wings. But you guys are the airport of downtown. It's the place where you see every entrance and every exit of a person. Like,
that's a good analogy.
Yeah, I like that.
oh, you guys aren't going to hit me?
No.
I was ready for both of them because I said, how are you going to move the mic?
August, yeah. 2 months after we open, we get a letter from I got an email from the real estate. I got an email that's saying it's an old white grandpa, and underneath him is a cartoon, and underneath him it says, "Relax, relax. When's the last time you seen a black man keep a job more than 4 years?" Right.
And we were like,
Put it to a location.
shit.
Mind
Right, there was
you-
no money to argue about. So that's that was one of the factors.
can't
that
be
always-
mad.
Partnership ever.
You can't
How
be
much
mad
have
with
we
no
split?
money. Oh yeah,
Right.
bro. I was so dirty, so broke, so bro. I see a friend of mine, and you know, Club One has that glow. So like, I'm walking out, but you can kind of see me, kind of like got oil on my pants, oil on my shoes. I'm just looking horrible. He looks at me, he's like, man, hey, James, you all right, bro? Everything, you know, is everything okay? Like he thought that I had turned into some of the downtown vagrants. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, this motherfucker's cooked.
Yeah.
Like, nah, just another day at work.
I'm just getting by, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro.
There was a time period I was homeless working at Kocky's, or I was owning Kocky's. I was working too, shit. But yeah, sleeping on people's couches.
I was
That's
gonna ask
it.
you. I was gonna ask too. Like, how many times have you crossed your mind to
let's
quit?
not talk about the car getting repoed.
Oh yeah, I got
Oh.
one.
The car getting repoed.
Mine got repoed. With
Oh, here we go.
Bro,
And I was eating food at your place
Yeah.
when this was going on.
We were smiling like, hey, man,
Hey, how are the chicken wings today?
every day we're in the hospitality business, right? So we're watching people celebrate their birthday, people celebrate promotions, people just enjoying a good lunch.
Right,
you know,
right.
like every day you get to interact with people and you get the opportunity to make their day a little bit better.
How'd you two find each other?
Nah.
Okay.
I was in free speech at Fresno State.
He's giving you the real story too.
This isn't your culture.
Oh,
Your
no,
culture was
it
the
was-
perseverance, the working hard, the
Right.
getting it done, the joining the fraternity.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
your culture. You know what this sounds
I'm-
like?
I'm
This
gonna
is like a
go- I'm gonna go-
1980s plot.
Right.
Two black men
I'm gonna go one step
move
deeper than that.
from
We
the
need
Bay
to wash
Area.
this. We
to
need to
the
wash this
Central
money.
Valley.
Yeah.
There it is. Special guests, just because of how they think and mainly how they look. Mike Smith and James O'Donnell.
The other day when I was talking to you and you said you're teaching your daughter how to drive. Like
I just came back from that. That's why I was late.
You
right.
confident?
She didn't hit nothing.
That's a start.
Yeah, I mean, how much more can I expect?
Yeah.
When you guys started Cocky's, what did you guys think? Like, what was the point where you're thinking I'm out? I'm not going to do this anymore.
I mean, I don't think I've ever been more optimistic about anything in my life. I didn't think.
At that moment?
Yeah, from the start. Yeah. I mean, think about it. Fresh out of college, out of business school, marketing major, okay GPA.
Okay.
I knew everything. I got it all together. I'm gonna go open this business. I'm gonna get a bunch of customers. My employees are gonna listen to me, be on time, follow structure. We're gonna be millionaires. We'll have Ferraris in no time.
This was a dream of yours, or like you're thinking this?
No, I just thought, business owner, you're gonna be a millionaire. It's easy.
Were you right?
Oh, I couldn't be more wrong in my damn life.
What were you thinking?
I'm a little bit older than James by a couple years, so I had graduated.
Like a half an inch hairline more.
So I graduated a couple years ago, a couple years before him, and we used to throw parties together. So
That's a lot of risk.
When you're in the club business and you're catering to, at time our best night was a college night, so it was 18 to whatever came.
There's your market.
Right, but when you're that young in that market, anything new that opens up, they're jumping ship. They gotta have the new shiny light bulb or wherever the club is, whoever it doesn't matter.
So you have a short shelf life.
Correct.
Right.
We're talking 3 to 6 months.
You knew that?
No. Didn't know that because we used to throw parties. With club we did, but it was only one day a week.
Well, okay, a party is a real short shelf life.
Right.
So now you're stepping it up a little bit higher than that. So
Right.
now just a short shelf life. What
Right.
did you think it was? Hey, we can still.
I thought it was just, and then you run into the dynamic of people don't want to eat where they party.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't convert that.
But I don't think that partying has a short shelf life. I don't think that promoters have a short shelf life. I'm saying clubs, the brick and mortar aspect has a shelf life.
With an actual wall, a structure.
Yeah. Because then they're
Club,
jumping next best thing.
It needs to be the next best thing, and you can't move the building.
No.
The idea needs to keep moving.
And it costs money to, if you wanted to have that same building and remodel it every 6 months, yeah, go ahead if you have the money and you made enough money. That's a good thing too, but we wasn't there.
No.
What's your guys' opinion on what draws a club to failure? Like from the experience background with like the restaurant and everything, and then what have you? Because I know limitless factors, right? There's a lot of things that could, but where have you personally seen where a club owner goes south as far as, falling into that way off of not keeping it, locked in with that, this is a business, things like that. Like where have you guys seen that in the past with like your experience?
If you're trying to be a trendy club, I mean, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fail because unless you reinvent yourself unless you remodel every 6 to 8 months, you're gonna fail because they're leaving. It's nothing to do with how you run the club. It's that it's not new anymore.
Right.
So we got to go to the new spot. And once that new spot becomes old, then.
But at that moment, you guys didn't think that. What were you thinking? To actually, he's saying he didn't realize there was a short shelf life. He didn't realize that it was a possibility that the trend would move.
Personally, I don't think we were thinking about that because we had brought success to everywhere we had went.
Okay.
Right? So now this was just
so then you weren't thinking time. Like, could this last?
No. We were like, everything we do is successful.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So we're going to come here,
Yeah,
and then we just have a permanent home now.
Yeah. We don't have to move and jump ship and talk to these owners that be asking for X amount of dollars. We used to promote at a club called Salsa's. They had a tent they wanted to bring in because it was winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was $1,200 supposedly a month. But we had to foot the bill. And I don't even know if it was $1,200 a month. That's what we paid for it.
Yeah, I think that was the disconnected knowledge is we're promoters, and being a promoter and being an actual business owner night and day. As a promoter, can I use your venue? I'll pay you. We negotiate the terms as far as the monetary terms. And then I'm going to put together a flyer. I'm going to bring my following, my DJ. We're going to have it pop, and we're both going to make a bunch of money until the relationship doesn't work. At the end of every event, the promoter packs up his bags. He walks out with a couple girls he wants in his cut, and he goes home and sleeps at night. or he keeps partying, depending on the age. The owner does not. The owner has to deal with the liability. He's dealing with the utility, the rent, any litigation. If you have issues with PD, fire, payroll, taxes, these are things that stick with the owner.
And stick with the structure.
Stick with the structure.
With the building.
Yep.
So now you're grounding yourself to a location.
Right.
You're grounded. So
And not only to a location, but to a partner.
To a partner. Whereas your promoter is like a really young, bad girlfriend in most cases.
Okay.
And when the liability hits the fan, that's the difference. The promoter says, hey, adios. PD, lawsuits, they don't want to talk to the promoter. They won't even ask for the promoter's number.
Right.
They don't care who threw the event.
Right.
This is the address. This is who it's registered to. We want to talk to the owner. So I feel like you just have to learn to sequester the two. I feel like promoters can become good business owners because they're good hustlers. They're good with coming up with ideas. They're good at getting out of jams because that's just the life of a promoter. But promoters don't always translate into good businessmen, because to be a good businessman, it takes some relentlessness, consistency, discipline, and those are that separates the two. So,
Did you feel like you guys had that at that time?
some of it, I think that what we didn't know or have in knowledge and resources, we made up with our relentlessness.
Did you guys think mistakes would be made down the road when you started?
I'd assume so.
Yeah, we just keep everything in perspective. We had no restaurant experience.
Okay.
We didn't never worked in a restaurant.
Right.
So
But
we had promoter
you
experience.
entertained and you did hospitality for people.
Right. We
to an
did.
extent.
Right.
Well, you were
We
even
gave-
if
we
it was a
gave people-
short term.
Right. We gave people an experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did the Kocky's idea come about?
Because we wanted a nightclub. That was our overall idea. We wanted our own club. We weren't really thinking about the restaurant aspect. But then with the terms of ABC, you have to sell food too. And even then, we weren't really worried about it. We're like, all right, cool. We'll grab a couple frozen bags of whatever, fry it up,
Yeah.
and again,
Man.
there you
Boy.
go. That's the business plan.
Boy.
Hey, quite the evolution, huh?
It was simple. It wasn't so simple.
When did you realize you had to actually make a menu?
Well, probably a couple months after we opened. Like, we had a menu, but it was our menu. Mind you, we never worked in a restaurant. Our menu looked like the Denny's Kids menu. It did. It was on a card.
Microsoft
it looked
Word.
like a placemat. Yeah. I'm pretty versed in Photoshop, so it looked decent, but it looked like a kid's menu at Denny's.
Okay.
Yeah, and
got
it was
some
it was a placemat. You know what I mean? Whatever. But when you in this, you keep doing research and how menus look and this and that and the other. But when we first opened, the press, I think Mike Oz came down or did an article on us. That comment section was tearing us up. We haven't even been open yet. They said, I give it 3 to 6 months. You got marketing students from Fresno State. They don't know nothing about the restaurant, which is true.
Okay.
I'll give you that, right? But we were just relentless.
But they're banking on that not working. Somebody
Correct.
who doesn't have restaurant experience can't actually come in and have a restaurant.
Right.
But you had business experience.
when you
You
got
had marketing experience.
And perseverance.
Knowing what I know
Okay.
now, I would bank with those critics in the
Yeah.
comments.
Right.
Like if two young
They
kids,
weren't wrong.
Yeah, they weren't
No.
wrong to expect that.
Right.
Right.
It makes sense to me
At that time.
at that time. So looking back, it's like, yeah, what are you talking about? You're gonna open a restaurant? Have you ever been a waiter? No. Ever bartended? No. Have you managerial accountant? No. Cook? No.
Nope.
Chef? No.
Nope. Came with a menu before? Nope. You been
No.
a waiter? Nope. What are you doing here?
I'm here for the people.
Right.
I'm here for the people. I'm here to stay, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because now
man.
you have a location.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Been there, and so the comments tore us up, and we had our first probably month and a half. Everything was, our lunch sucked, but like everything else, the club was doing cool. You know what I'm saying?
So it was enough to get by as far as
We're
meeting
talking
all
6
the
weeks. We're
requirements.
talking
Right?
6
No,
weeks.
you okay. Look, you're just open. You're hanging on, right?
Yeah, you got the.
I mean, you're a weed in the wind.
Right, you got the curiosity killed the cat. So like everybody wants to see what's going on with this new restaurant. Oh well, mind you, when we opened, our awning still said Smokehouse. The awning that used to be in front, it said Smokehouse, and that 40-foot sign that was on the side of the building said Smokehouse, and it said barbecue, bro. So the only thing that said Cocky's was like a banner on the window.
Yeah.
So people didn't know what was going on. Neither did we.
Well,
You guys serve barbecue? No, why you say? Because there's a barbecue sign over there. Like, oh, we selling barbecue.
now we selling barbecue.
Oh, that little thing? Biggest sign downtown.
Right.
That's funny.
Why didn't you take it down?
They took it down. We
They
were gonna
took it down
put
eventually.
Cockies on there somehow, but they took it down one day.
So basically, they had put a smokehouse cover over the lighted sign.
Oh, then
So
underneath
at
it-
night, when you turn on the light, nightclub shines through the smokehouse barbecue sign, right? But the smokehouse probably couldn't afford to make the changes or take it down or add another one. So they just created, what was that made out of?
vinyl. They wrapped it around.
Yeah, a vinyl wrap over it that said smokehouse, and that was like their get around for that.
When did
But
you
we
guys-
couldn't afford to do either.
Yeah,
We couldn't afford the
we
vinyl,
barely
couldn't afford the
afford
sign.
that opening soon sign
Yeah.
or coming soon.
Okay,
whatever
so it
said.
wasn't like a high on the priority list at the time. But did you have a concept of like a brand, the actual trademark, the
not
Cockies,
Not really.
the idea?
We were just talking about on the way down here. James said, "What if we didn't have bar and grill on the bottom of our name? What would that change?" And I said, "If we did it again, we probably wouldn't do it. Bar and grill would be Cockies,
Yeah.
Why?
or Cockies. It wouldn't be bar and because bar and grill has some like culture associated with it.
Ah,
Yeah, because we still get to this day people pop their head in. Hey,
Amazing food
hey,
in
can
there.
kids come in here? Or, hey, this
can they?
food's actually really good. Yeah. kids
well,
can-
but they can.
yeah, but the fact that they question it, you don't go up to BJ's and you say, "Hey, can my kid come into BJ's?"
Oh, because of the bar. Oh, I'm not
Yeah.
thinking of that.
Yeah.
I think of a bar and grill as a place that would be like just a place where you could serve barbecue and there happens to be a bar. Like,
Yeah, I just think it's associated with drinking though.
have you guys thought about changing it?
It hit me. I mean, we've visited the idea.
I'm not trying to stamp it on the
of
internet or
changing
anything,
it
but
to kitchen and bar or something
Yeah.
like that. But
kitchen and bar.
I think ideally just Cockies,
why not just Cocky's?
not off the table.
Why
We're
not
still
just
here.
Cocky's restaurant?
Because I mean, most places got a tagline, but we like you said, we had no restaurant experience. Like so, tagline bar and grill is an easy one. What do you guys have? The bar and grill? Then,
So it was like a section on a itemized list,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Which one do you fall under? You're not Spaghetti Factory. You're not.
right. That's most. And then now, at one point in time, I feel like society they wanted to leave a little bit to the imagination of what that spot was. In today's society, you damn near got to spell it out in neon letters. What we're doing?
What are we
here.
doing here?
Yeah. Cause like I don't even feel like guessing what that is over there. So I'm
It's like we were talking about last time with AI that it's everything's so automatic. That's what
Yeah.
people expect. Like
You need it
but-
quickly.
Right,
Yeah.
you don't even want to figure out what that place is. Like there's what the heck was the name of that place? It was Taps and Tacos. Anyways, they had like an Oink Oink pizza, right? I never forget this. But we're like, what the hell is an Oink Oink pizza? Like, bruh, I don't know what that is.
And he
But-
thought I was joking when I said it. I said, maybe I'll get the oink oink, whatever that is. And he laughing. He's thinking I'm playing. I'm like, no, what the hell is this?
Yeah, some stuff like that to kind of get away. We leave the imagination like what am I actually eating, guessing, and people not thinking like it was. Man, there's so many things that we thought was gonna change the game for Cockies. I remember when I figured out I put the speaker outside. I was like, oh, James, like we're gonna get at least 10 more customers a day.
At least they're gonna hear the music.
Can
and
walk
be like,
in.
oh, this place.
I didn't even
Right.
know
Come
this was a
in.
place.
Did it work?
No,
No, and we were playing country.
yeah, we played country for like first 5 years. Just trying to
in
be
downtown,
accepted.
in
Yeah.
downtown Fresno.
Yeah.
We trying to track, bro.
It's safe here. Please come in.
Yeah.
Not to
Safe?
mention,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
to mention, we got a red wooden old door, and all the windows are blacked out, so you can't you don't get to see what's inside. It's not inviting.
It's a
You have to
mystery,
take a guess and open the door and look in.
I guess I never saw it from that perspective.
Well, you got.
I've been in there many times. That's why I don't see it that way. Okay, what do you think people see now?
Well, now when you walk past one, there's an actual Kocky sign and not Smokehouse Barbecue nightclub.
Okay, all right.
That's the start.
So we're past the nightclub part.
But you can walk by or you can drive by, especially when the sun's not too bright, and you can look in and say, "Oh, that's the kind of place I want to be."
We took the tent off.
Yeah, we took all the tents off.
You don't think that your brand now has already let people know what's in there? There's enough people that have gone through?
Some, yeah.
You gotta stay humble as a business owner because there's people who have no idea what Cocky's is. Walk around Fresno, and the people that know about Cocky's is unfathomable how you don't know about Cocky's, but it happens.
So we have a big divide.
Yeah.
Okay, so marketing. How do we get to the other side?
But somewhere where there's actually a neighborhood
And parking.
right. Have a parking lot.
I think
neighborhood.
parking we've overcome so much, but I think that parking right now is one of our biggest obstacles, honestly. I just think that people like the food, but I mean, it's difficult. I'm talking about for the lunch crowd. At night, it's a ghost town. But for lunch, people are making a decision. I even see people getting ticketed. I feel bad. They went and spent $20 in my place.
Got a $30
and got
ticket.
30, 40
So
bucks.
that doesn't feel like a good experience.
Nah.
Right.
And it had nothing to do with Cocky's, but I went to Cocky's and I got a damn ticket.
Yep.
Well, you'll always remember that. When'd you get it?
You're right.
When'd you get it? How were the wings? $99.
Yeah. I got 3 wings and a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 wings and the ticket. Yeah.
Yeah,
should
but
make that one of the meals.
yeah, that'd be a good idea.
It'd be good until somebody ordered that and actually got a
Yeah,
ticket.
it's complimentary though. You get a complimentary ticket.
Yeah. Like if you've gotten a ticket when you came here, half off next visit.
Right.
You have a nice rooftop parking. That, if I may, people are not allowed to go up there if you're trying to take a picture. So it's very coveted. A lot of people like to use the scenery.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I used to have an office right next door, and I'd look right down in it. Everybody's taking pictures. But the security guard will actually not allow you to go in there now unless you drove in there. So if you have access to that as a public spot, you should probably have access to be able to flow people that way. Maybe talk to the city about it.
I don't know. I don't see the security guard there that often.
Well, I saw it. They kicked me
okay.
out. That's where the story comes from. I was taking pictures of my office, which was down the way.
Yeah.
And they kicked me out. You can't be up here. They didn't actually kick me out. I asserted a lot of First Amendment privileges, but it became that kind of conversation.
Right.
But if you guys have access to that place,
Only God knows what happens other than you getting kicked off the third. I think that's the only story I have.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, then you got homeless people messing with our fans on the 3rd floor, messing with our fans. So.
Oh yeah. Take the top off. They frisbee it off the side
Yeah,
of the
they
building. and
did.
shit.
They did.
well, you guys are in the heart of downtown Fresno.
Oh, we got.
I mean, you're already dealing with frisbee throwing homeless
Right.
people. You're dealing with a parking issue.
Oh,
But you've been dealing with this for 14 years.
Yeah.
I don't even know I should mention this, but I'm gonna mention it anyway. So approximately, we opened up in August. 2 months after we opened, I got an email from the real estate agent. At the time, Barack Obama was up for re-election. I got an email that's saying it's an old white grandpa, and underneath him is a cartoon, and underneath him it says, "Relax, relax. When's the last time you seen a black man keep a job more than 4 years?" Right?
And we were like, oh shit.
Mind you, the time we're in our 20s, we don't know how to really run a restaurant, and I don't know how to deal with this. Like, I could raise hell, but I really want my restaurant to do well. You know what I'm saying? Like, this racist thing that we got from the city, and they're like, what do you want to do? We were so inundated with not knowing what we're doing, we couldn't even think about pursuing this because our business needed us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't want to be in the wrong
We
spotlight.
got visited at the time. The
Yeah.
city manager he came and gave me a business card and talked, but he didn't know what to say. He's white, you know what I mean? Talking to 2 black kids about somebody sending you a racist remark from their email from the city. Don't pay attention to that email. Okay. That wasn't for you. Her husband's name was Mike. That's how I got the email. We could have made a big deal. This is what kind of people work for the city, this, that, and the other. But that did happen. But we looked past it. We didn't know what to do. Like,
And that's who our direct report. Like
Right.
any issues with our real estate, with our lease, it was supposed to go to her. So I'm thinking, do we really want to bark up that tree and take a chance on being retaliated against?
right, because the city owns the building.
Yeah.
He was like,
And we were happy to be there.
Right.
How many years were you guys in?
No, it was 2 months.
Yeah, right away. Right away.
It was October of that same year. Oh, then the subject line said couldn't resist. Like she had to send this to her husband.
Yeah.
I'm not her husband. Yeah. Man.
Crazy.
We're canceled.
Yeah. Now you put that heat on Eternity podcast. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
How
Do
do
it
I
in there.
respond
So
to
that
this?
all that was in our first couple months. Then we got some reviews that wasn't so hot about they were like, this food tastes like frozen in the fryer. I look at the
Wait a minute. In that reviewer's defense, and it was probably me, you guys said that you were only
Right.
trying to qualify for your ABC liquor license
Correct.
at that time, so they may have been correct.
Hey,
Right.
They were correct.
The sign said smokehouse. There you go.
The sign said smokehouse.
Right.
You have a random awning in the
Barbecue
front.
smokehouse.
Yeah.
Barbecue nightclub. All that. Everybody
Right.
doesn't know what was going on. Neither did we.
Yeah,
You
we
got a
had no
barbecue
idea.
smokehouse nightclub Cockies.
Right.
Yeah.
So this review hurts though, because you just
All of
starting
them do.
out.
It,
Right,
it,
just
it
started
hurt.
out.
It hurts us, but then it hurts other viewers. But I think that your customer will build your business for you, and that's part of that process. Hey, that was nasty. This was burnt. This server was mean. This drink was too expensive, and like you have to take it all into consideration. I even remember early there was a customer who went in the women's restroom. They were like, it's dingy, but if you're going to have a dingy restroom, at least let the locks on the women's stalls work. It had never been brought to my attention. I didn't even think about it.
Right.
And I was like, oh, the women's stall doesn't lock. That's an issue. But her bringing that to my attention says, oh, well, I have to fix that. You know? So they kind of guide you through this. I think that any business could be successful if you're willing to put in the work, if you last long enough to be able to take that feedback and correct it.
Can't be honorary.
Yeah.
Okay, but you saw that. What was it? A birthday card or an email?
The email was from the city.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you not take that into all of your decision making after that?
I couldn't believe she sent it. I thought she was cool.
Right. No, but
But
now you see that,
right.
and you're barely that in.
You know, I'm gonna go a little deep with this comment. My mom, R.I.P. Actually, she passed away today, 10 years ago. But
Rest in peace.
she taught me that as a black man in this world, you have to work twice as hard to get half as much. And I still believe that to this day. So getting that, I was surprised it sent to me, but I wasn't shocked. I was like, that's just the way the world is.
Right.
And
You were
that's what-
prepared for that.
Right.
Your upbringing prepared you for it.
Right. And that was part of the reason I think we were so excited to get that spot. Even though our real estate deal was kind of shitty, looking back on it, we should have never negotiated that deal. Right. But we didn't know no better. And we were just happy to be here. Right. Like, oh my God, that gave literally, we're in our 20s, 20-year-old black kids a
The
building.
keys to the building.
Right. Couldn't believe it.
Let's throw parties.
Right. That's exactly what we were
Right?
doing. Yeah.
Put some frozen food on the grill.
Right.
I mean,
Only thing
in
we
all
had on our
fairness-
side was Fresno State. That was about it, man.
Fresno State, we still were fresh, not fresh out of college, well, I was, but around that area. We put together a corporate-looking business plan
Yeah. We
with
had that
some
down.
BS
Yeah.
projections and marketing campaigns and
It looked
financial
nice.
analysts.
I mean, they were your ideas.
yeah.
They count for something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It accounted for the shredder. That's where it should have went. None of that shit worked.
Well, something's worked.
Yeah, no, a lot of things have worked. I'm
Yeah.
saying in that business plan, what we thought was going to happen.
Right.
Yeah. We
Then
need
what kept it going?
just we had the keys.
We got the keys, and it was a relentless not to fail.
Yeah, like you got the key to the building every day. If we can unlock the door, that's what we did.
Yeah.
All right, we're here again. Turn on the lights. And every day you kind of try to work at getting better. I think another challenge was we were determined to stay open and to get better, but it's really hard when you're on the floor. When you're cooking, you're mopping,
Right.
you're doing accounting, you're responding to emails, security, like DJing at the club. I'm working the door.
Being a host too.
Being a
All
host,
the-
yeah. Trying to be a nice guy to cut
Right.
the 3 customers that did come in at lunch, you know? So it's kind of hard to strategize and figure out, okay, you know,
How are we going to grow this?
Yeah, how do we
How
grow
are we going to
this?
get bigger?
Yeah,
Right.
what are our shortcomings?
So,
what are the blind sides?
When he was talking about reviews, we do better. And I asked our head cook at the time, was shout out to Ray Sanchez. He passed away not too long ago, but he was our head chef. And I asked him one day after I seen the review, I said, "Can you make any of this stuff from scratch?" He was like, "Yeah, I can make all of it from scratch." Like, why the fuck didn't we do that shit before? But we didn't know. You know, he didn't care. He was like, "I'm gonna do whatever y'all say do." And it's easy for him to open up a bag and throw it in the fryer. I'm still getting paid the same.
Yeah.
Why?
And you
why
got to
put
lead
on-
them.
Right. So we started working on
But
that.
sir, you never ran a restaurant. Why would you
Right.
succeed?
Right. Exactly.
But why would you?
Why would we succeed? I succeed is that we are determined not to fail. We figure shit out. Like as a marketing, like you said, as a promoters, we constantly doing themed events, figuring out how to get people to the party or club, whatever we got going on. But we look at things in our events. How can we make this better? With the restaurant, it's critical thinking. Like we're critical thinking all the time. Like what we
And
can
adjusting
on the fly.
on the fly.
On the fly, boy. If that ain't
Admitting that you on the flied up real quick, real bad.
yeah.
Okay. You have to be
Um,
honest with yourself, though.
Oh yeah.
If this isn't
But-
working, this isn't working.
but
If
when
it
they-
tastes
when
bad,
they-
it tastes bad.
Right.
Yeah.
When they left that review, I was like, yep,
Yep.
that's exactly what it is.
It was probably James that left it. He probably sat down to have lunch. He goes, "This is garbage."
What's your guys' roots like in culture and background? Like, where did all this, like, cause all right, let's say you guys were thinking about the frozen foods, but eventually you guys came up with a recipe per se of this is gonna be the style of our food. This is gonna be not quote unquote. Let's just say it was like a smokehouse or some, southern whatever you want to call it, like you go to some barbecue spot, right? And they have a root tied to like the family that cook a certain. Did you guys ever get together and start creating so it was never like it was just one of those things y'all just stumbled.
No, yeah, it was like we're gonna start a nightclub,
I'm
but hey,
surprised
you have to.
they're still open. I know they're wildly successful.
That's
Well, no,
but
hear
there's a
me
lot.
out.
There's-
Hear me out. So it was the nightclub promoter stuff. That's our business. That's what we want to do.
Right.
Hey, ABC says, hey, but you have to serve food. Oh, okay. Well, let's get this frozen food.
You know what this sounds
I'm-
like?
I'm
This
gonna
is like
go-
a
I'm gonna go-
1980s plot.
Right.
Two black men
I'm gonna go one step
move
deeper than that.
from
We
the
need
Bay
to wash
Area
this. We
to
need to
the
wash this
Central
money.
Valley.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
go one step deeper than that. The only reason we got the Type 47 license is because we were doing 18 and over. Because we needed, if you got a Type 48 license, it was 21 and over.
What language are you speaking?
Right.
How did you even learn these codes?
Well, we learned it when
They're
we
all
were telling
listed
her to do. Like, we needed to, you got to have a Type 47 license if you want to do 18 and over. Okay, so we got a Type 47. Now, with the Type 47, you have to serve food. Oh, we got a kitchen.
Okay.
It's like-
Right, but you're like you said, you're trying to get a C on the food at that time.
Right.
Not today, at that time.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden do you start to like go into the kitchen and say, "This is garbage,"
because
and I'm going to spice it up, or I'm
customer
going to learn to
said it was
cook.
garbage.
the
And I
customer
agree.
center is garbage.
Right,
So
but
then-
how do you fix that?
Well, the evolution of it. Oh, this is garbage because I like chicken tenders. They taste all right to me. So the customer starts saying, hey, this is trash. This is frozen. This is all right. We go back to the head cook, Ray. Hey, Ray, we want to make some of this stuff from scratch. Can you? Yeah, I can make this from scratch. And then we go into a whole nother evolution. Well, hey, this sucks because this is inconsistent.
Yeah.
The frozen
Man.
chicken tenders are going to taste the same. This was not the same. This wing batter isn't the same. This sauce is the same. And then we start,
was a whole-
we're like, oh man, now we got a whole nother conundrum because we have to figure out how to make food from scratch
Uniform.
and be consistent.
And the changing of the ingredients that are coming to you.
Constantly.
Right.
That became a whole
If
new.
you go to Kocky's kitchen right now, we got a spice rack out of this world. Like we can make damn near anything from scratch. Like we got flour, egg, and water. We can make pasta back there. We got all these ingredients, right?
You have a big palette of paint.
What do you mean?
You have like every color, every
Yeah.
Crayola
Oh,
color.
Yep.
yeah, 100%.
Like a tattoo artist with every design.
Yeah, got ink stations. But so back to good old Ray. Ray will create this recipe. Great, tastes good. Next day, it still tastes good, but it tastes different. I said, man, did you write down the recipe? I don't write shit down. Alex,
That was Thursday's meal.
Right.
You're like, okay,
One
it's
of a
Friday.
kind.
I need some more food.
A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Voila.
So
and some of that powder stuff over there.
I literally had to walk behind him as he made it and write shit down. He wasn't writing nothing
He
down.
refused.
He refused to write it down.
Was he consistent with how he would make it, or was it
No.
different every
Not
time?
really. It was always good when
So
he
what do
made
you
I
it.
had
do?
to
Get an average?
Almost had to taste it when he made it and like, that's the recipe I want. That's the one. That's the batch. Wrote it down.
This Disney
wrote it
movie's
down.
writing itself, and then you're following him with a little big old
Literally,
clipboard that's a
yeah.
little too
And,
large.
if I'm being honest, it was on a order taker pad.
There you go. There you go.
It was on an order taker pad. So
But you're getting your intel.
yeah, I'm getting my intel. So this is working this way through. And then I got to tell the man, he always said this to me. I've been cooking longer than you've been alive, which is true. He was in his 50s and 60s. But I was like, nope, you got to do this. I was like, Ray, you did this recipe. Like, I just wrote it down. Like, this is your, I know what I'm doing. No, you don't, man. I remember one day.
But he did come up with the food, though.
He did. He put it together. It was great. But then
He
he
just
would
couldn't
change.
repeat it.
Right. He
Okay.
don't remember what he put in that thing. This and that. And I'm like, I got to write this down. I remember one day we got into an argument. It was over our Italian dressing. I said, Ray, it tastes good, but it tastes different. He's like, I said, I'm looking at the recipe. Did you use oil, this and that? And he wasn't listening to me. Then I'm messing around. I said, Ray, you put liquid butter in here. He goes, well, it still tastes good. It does, but it tastes buttery. A buttery Italian. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what customer had last week. He had Italian dressing.
Right.
Well, he doesn't care.
He doesn't. But
He's an artist.
Those were the recipes. We got to write down the recipes. We have recipe cards now. We got a whole digital, like, you can't find it.
Ray's not reading the reviews.
No.
Ray doesn't know that the people are upset about this.
Nah.
Not only is Ray not reading the reviews, but if you told him the review, he'd say, "Oh, that's bullshit. You don't know what the hell you're talking." And that's just Ray. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, but you still needed Ray to.
No,
come
we
up with
needed
that
Ray for sure. 'Cause
invention
we
of
had
a-
help.
He was the
engineer
only
menu.
person there that had experience.
Right.
Yeah.
You just had to document him.
Right.
You indexed him.
Right.
Yeah.
You did what
But we
Fresno
had
State
to-
told you to do.
Right. We had
Yeah.
to think of that. Like,
Right.
How do we? Yeah.
Right. So how are two guys who don't know how to run a restaurant going to run a restaurant? We're going to look at people who do.
Right.
We're going to index it and
Right.
actually uniform this for other people.
Right.
And one of the things that is missing in our culture, at the time, there wasn't no restaurant that we knew of that we knew the owners.
Right. So who do you actually look up to?
Right, and that's
Who
who
do you
gonna
go and
tell us
talk to?
anything. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I mean, my look on if another man or anybody came to me and asking me like advice on the restaurant, I would tell them. I'm no shame in my game. I don't think you're gonna steal or take my business. Running a restaurant is hella hard.
So you have an open source code
Right.
for any tips on how to run a restaurant.
Right. It's hella hard to run.
Because the perseverance is the part that you're still not going to have.
Right. That's the
Thank
part.
you.
Yeah.
You guys
Thank
just didn't know what the ingredients were in the beginning.
Right.
You were on empty there.
Yeah.
Right. For sure.
How'd you two find each other?
Nah.
Okay.
I was in free speech at Fresno State.
He's giving you the real story too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
no, we didn't. It was going to be a choice between A or B, huh? Let's go the real one.
Well, it could've
And I'm
been.
waiting on this dude I've been looking for. He owed me some money. Well, actually, he had my gun. I gave him a gun, and he owed me money for the gun. And he had been ducking me for about a week.
I'll put a disclaimer somewhere in there. Go ahead.
Whatever. So I'm waiting in free speech, pacing back and forth, and I'm pissed. And I'm like, when I see this motherfucker, he better have my gun, my fucking money. Or it's I don't care. I was a freshman from Oakland. I really didn't care about the university shit. I wasn't planning on graduating anyway.
Okay.
This dude owed me $200 for that damn gun, and I was gonna get it that day. And amid that, I guess Mike
I was sitting on the bench.
sitting there observing this shit.
Hey, Alex, in college, you don't see too many fights on campus in the middle of the day.
Is this the true story?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
On campus.
This look, man? You guys can get mad at me. Never talk to me ever again. That is literally the actual story that should be between the two of you. It should have been that you were about to wrangle someone up for some shit that happened, and then Mike was sitting there going, "What the hell is going on over here?" Maybe we can figure something else out.
So we didn't meet that day though.
Nah, yeah, I remembered him for that because
Yeah.
in college, you're not going to see a fight in the middle of the day on campus, in the middle of campus.
You are with James, apparently.
Right.
Yeah.
So I had like, so I had,
That's
what's going on
interesting.
here?
Let me index this.
I look over there. I was like, James showed up, ran up on him. Dude was scared out of his mind. Da-da-da-da-da. I was like, nothing happened. But I'm going to class. Fast forward a couple months later, I'm in a fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Yo to the
we go.
noobs.
Shout out.
Wow.
Right.
Shout
Yo
out.
to the noobs. Whoop, whoop. He's in the interest of me. I'm like, that motherfucker's about to kill somebody on campus.
Yeah. Yeah. So I walked
He's
in
an
the
interest.
interest because I seen the Kappas, and I like growing up in Oakland, you don't see a bunch of young black men dressed up in suits. They were sharp, they were articulate, and they were in free speech. They had these canes out their pocket. And I was just like, who is that? What are they doing? You know? And like, oh, that's the noobs, man. Like, oh, the noobs. Yeah, they're a black fraternity. But they was so well put together. I was like, how did they get to that? And I started looking into it. Hey,
How did they?
that's just the culture of
we
our
do.
organization.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just
what
we're
the
gonna do it, so we're gonna do it.
No, that's what our founders envisioned. Like we gotta stay a cut above.
So you guys didn't know each other when you joined the fraternity,
No, he was already a member when I got to
Yeah.
college.
and you saw him with his fight.
Right. But
Wasn't there like a mandatory reporting for this?
We need
No.
that guy. He said we
Well,
need that
look.
guy on our team.
Hey, we need that guy.
I'm gonna say this.
We're about to
There-
start
there-
winning.
there-
yeah.
There is a process to become a noob at the Pi Beta chapter. So whatever, if you finish, you good.
Okay.
You finish, you good. So
Okay.
ain't
All right.
no
So that secret
could-
sauce that's in there.
part of that.
Did
that
Ray go to
perseverance.
that? Is Ray a member?
No,
No,
Ray.
no.
Ray is not a member. But part of that process, I went through it. He went through it. That's where the relentless perseverance comes through. You know what I'm saying? We're not failures. We finished something. So that's ingrained in the Cockies too. Hence is why it's spelled with a K, because of Kappa. There's a Kappa hints, and there's a brick in there. We pay homage to our fraternity. I don't think without our fraternity, even the way we are built versus some of our members helped us out throughout the years to keep us open. It's definitely in our DNA.
That's brotherhood right there. That's good.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
Yeah. We
I didn't have
a-
that in college.
yeah.
I just went back to my dorm and studied.
Smoke weed.
So we told you about the club. We got to tell you about we got robbed one night. The police come and want to interview us. James, why they want to interview us?
Because we had a office. That was in the report. So they called us down to Southwest Police District.
And we thinking they may have found a gun. Like, yeah, we
or
had
some
no
of the
idea.
stuff for a suspect.
Right. They had every lieutenant, cop, captain, like at a round table. Just me
Yeah.
and James.
Rightfully so, though, right?
Yeah. It was
Rightfully
alarming.
so.
Yeah.
Like that review.
Yeah.
I guess. But we like.
So they just wanted to question us. They were like, "Hey, we'd like to know
Yeah, we would.
what's going
Yeah.
on here."
Why do you have that?
That
Why did you?
because
Well-
we were running one of the most dangerous nightclubs in the city at the time. So what we didn't know,
Right.
what we didn't
As
know
college
was
students.
we were college
What are they trying to
promoters.
do to me over here?
We were college promoters and club promoters, so we already had that aspect. But when we actually took over Cocky's, we didn't realize that we were gonna inherit the other side of the smokehouse, because that used to be a club too,
Oh.
which sometimes would be a gang infested club on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So when
You
we
took over all
we
of the
took the
culture,
keys,
too.
they're like, "No, that's still our living room."
Yeah.
So that came with it. And it took us a couple years to shake, you know?
That happens with bars.
Yeah. I know
Like
all
in
the
certain
time.
areas, yeah. I've heard that before. That's crazy.
So you're not gonna outdo them. Like there's a bunch, they outnumber us and all that, but through conversation, respect, and learning how to talk, we
Boy,
we
you
took
gotta
that
learn
one.
how to talk. Like,
But initially I got the gun. Because I'm like, I'm keeping that. And it was mine. Registered me.
So they didn't charge anything.
No, I didn't charge. We
They were
walked
just
out of there.
want to know why we had the gun. Like, why do you
That
have it?
type of gun. Yeah.
Right.
Lesson
And I was
learned.
like,
Lesson
I
learned,
literally
right?
said in that meeting, well, you know where we at.
Yeah.
Hey, the cop
That's
said,
your answer. You know
that's
where
what
we
it-
at. There's no parking here.
Hey,
Well, look, officer. Yeah. I
The
got this because of our
captain
parking
is,
This is
situation.
because there was no
Yeah,
parking
yeah.
here, man. People get mad.
This is overkill. Yeah.
hey, the cat when we said that, they were like, good point.
Yeah.
Oh
Fair
man.
enough.
I was gonna ask you too about besides insurance, have you guys ever had to write anything out for legality or the legal reasons to have like an attorney write something as far as contract or something with like?
We had a problem with a catering gig we did for alcohol. Alex assists us with that so we can get strong arm them and get in the.
I think we should move on from that conversation.
That's the
I
law
have-
offices
I
of
have- I have provided counsel for said suspect A and said suspect B here. Can I just tell you that you have the right to remain silent?
All right. But
But you could discuss it if you'd like.
Okay, Vlad.
yeah.
Vlad TV.
Vlad TV.
He's getting everybody in jail.
Um,
I mean, everybody interviews with that
Nah,
guy.
that
ends up
was-
in prison.
we had like a.
I could say that I've witnessed in many forms. I'll try to steer away. These two gentlemen maneuver their way through so many issues because I love having lunch at Cocky's. It's downtown. It's easy access to the courthouse, to the office. And you guys deal with so many shifts in things that happen at any day's notice. And it's more than I would think most establishments, be it restaurant or nightclub, because you guys are literally dealing with time from morning to night and then from day to weekend. And you guys are completely changing and shifting to a whole new scene, a whole new act, and a whole new part of the play. Like now you guys started Butter Brunch.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing shot up quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quick. Did you think it was going to go that high?
I think that we all thought it was going to be successful.
Right,
I
but
don't know.
it took off. Like it
took
went
off.
viral. It went
Yeah.
viral a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's to a point where I never see that it's empty. I mean, you guys
Wow.
are always have a scenario. You have so many people
Shout
excited
out to
about
K
it.
Rich.
Like
Yeah.
that Hermosa Tower.
Yeah.
Jesus, look at that.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, that's 4 shots of
So
Hennessy.
you can get
2
that
bottles of
tower right
champagne.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's 4 shots of Hennessy, 2 bottles of champagne, and some orange juice in there.
Anything is possible this year.
Oh man,
You guys
I think
have biscuits and gravy?
on Sunday
yeah, on
brunch.
Sunday, yeah.
Oh, I don't go on Sundays.
Some of the best in
I'm
town.
just trying to stay away from that. Listen, man, a lot of single girls, women on a butter brunch morning on a Sunday. That's hazardous for me.
Yeah.
No, they only like guys with hair. You'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Big meat.
All right then. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
And that was another thing I learned how to do. I learned how to do that during the pandemic. I took all those pictures.
I was gonna say, man, this is an art right here.
Yeah,
These,
This is all in the sun. So this is a whole nother menu I haven't even seen.
Yeah.
correct. Pretty
yeah,
sea
man.
breezy.
Sea breezy. Look at that. Look at that.
Cocky's de fruta.
Let's go with the Latinos.
Let's talk about
Latinas.
this
Look, back-
taking over my culture thing here. This leads me to my next segue here. I'll just put it right out there. It was kind of rough going to you guys' spot in the beginning. It was a different culture.
For sure.
And last time you were here, you were talking about trying to include people and making everyone feel comfortable. I always felt comfortable because I'm an attorney. I can go in there and I deal with
You
all
defense
kinds
attorney
of crap.
at that. You
Well,
defense attorney.
right. So to me, nothing's nothing. But I still go in and I can see that there, in the very beginning, if I may so say, there were certain people that would come by and think, not so much to have a bad opinion, but I don't know that I want to be here because I don't feel like this is a spot where I feel that I'm comfortable because
Right.
it's what is showing.
right.
You guys have changed that completely. Like the
Whoa.
editing process on the contrast got shifted completely to a whole nother scenario
Working hard.
where I don't
Still working
see
hard.
that anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in LA when I go into Cocky's. I feel like it's a complete division of cultures, ethnicity, ages, people that want to party, people that just want to get a bite to eat. How do you guys feel like you got to that point?
It's definitely trial and error, and just definitely trial and error. And we gotta, well, you know, they got that saying in Domino's, all money ain't good money. So we had to, certain moves we made. I can't even think of all of them, but certain stigma types and that people have stereotypes with black-owned businesses. But
Did you ever look at your customers as, okay, I need to start pointing my product to a certain people because there's people that like certain foods and it may be ethnic.
It takes time to recognize that.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to think, if I'm a guy from Oakland, California, the people that make me uncomfortable aren't the same as the people who make other people uncomfortable, right?
Okay.
And in our business plan, what we didn't write is who we want to do business with, right? But you also have to understand the effects of having the wrong crowd around, or a crowd that makes other people feel less welcome or even in a dangerous environment. And initially we didn't, partly because we didn't pay attention to it. But the second part was we didn't know we were going to house them in Cocky's, because it's not like we went and passed out flyers in those areas and said, we want you to come patronize our place.
It's hard because you can't really even like govern that either. You can't really control. That's one thing out of your control, where almost like when I worked in walk-in shops, everything, all walks of life would come in. And you just, it's part of it, man. It's part of that life of working in a street shop. Like, that's that traffic. I worked off Blackstone to downtown, dude, and all hours of the, day and night. And so that's one thing that I would notice. You can't control that. What comes in through the door, you have an establishment, and it's providing.
So you have a product, the intake is whatever it is.
Well, kind of. But how you govern that, though, is you govern it through the music you play, through pricing, through location,
presentation.
through presentation.
Presentation. I mean, look at these pictures. Dude, this presentation's crazy.
Elbow Room isn't running people out the front door, a bunch of undesirables, because, hey, $40 a plate, $30 a plate, $25 a burger, they're going to have a much different clientele than we have.
Right.
Whereas downtown, our customers, well, not all of them, obviously, but we have customers who will read the menu from right to left, meaning look at the price first to see if it's affordable, and then look what they want.
If I like the ingredients.
Whereas people have more disposable income, so they tend to order what they want, but they're also different kind of people just in general.
It's a treat. Like, they go to treat themselves.
Right.
But you can't ignore that when you're looking at your customer.
Oh, you can't.
You have to see that.
You said what?
You have to see that. You can't just say, oh, I'm not going to look at race, or I'm not going to look at culture.
Yeah, but it's not discrimination. Again,
No.
It's just deciding who you want to do business with, what kind of culture do you want to do business with, and let's take, since we're black.
Let's
on
the condition that
let's just use that as an example, right?
Okay.
If I set up my business to culturally only cater to African Americans in the city, right? There's about 8% black in Fresno, right? 2% are too young to come. 2% are too old to come. So that leaves me with about a 4% chance of a market share. It doesn't set me up for success.
They can't afford to come.
There's another 2% that probably can't afford to come, or at least afford to come regularly. So if I'm just capping myself off to cater to just that, then how's my business going to be sustainable? Whereas when you go to the bigger chains, not only do they not have a nightclub barbecue sign with tinted windows, the windows are open, their menu and their marketing is diverse, their staff is diverse, their music is mostly neutral, right? And that's the formula.
I think neutral is the key too. What you said there, being neutral.
Being neutral,
yeah. That's solid.
The other thing is, like, there's not really a bunch of black-owned restaurants in the city in general, right? And so people typically don't know what they're gonna get. They know what they've seen on TV,
Right.
They know what they see on the news. But wait a minute, so I want to try out this black-owned spot, but typically I'm not in most of the city. They're not in areas where it's majority black. We've all, as African Americans, we go everywhere. We're in white-owned restaurants, Mexican culture restaurants. You guys have a reputation. We know we're gonna get. Oh, you're gonna play straight up Mexican food. We tried country music because we were trying to get away. But at a Mexican restaurant, you're gonna get the very colorful ambiance. You're gonna get Mexican music, Mexican menu, and everybody's comfortable with that. Chinese food, you kind of know what you're gonna get there, right? Or Asian cuisine, whatever, right? But African American restaurants, we're so far and few that, like, people aren't really familiar with what that's gonna look like. So then they're like, okay, so now essentially I'm having to try something new.
So what does that actually look like? Have you actually stood in the streets and looked back at Cocky's? What does it actually look like for you?
So it depends on what
somebody's experience was at a black-owned restaurant, right? Some may equivocate bad service. You know what I'm saying? Some may equivocate, like, if we tell them we're a restaurant, what do you serve? Soul food or barbecue? That's all we got.
Time.
They never thought wings, like, at all.
Wings? Really?
Yeah, not at all. Burgers, wraps, and salads and stuff. Because we're trying to not pigeonhole ourselves into just one cuisine. You know what I'm saying? And to James' point, like, what does a black-owned restaurant look like? What we have is like probably like 5 or 6, like I think off the top of my head.
I was
might
gonna
be
ask
more.
you if you knew any,
Yeah.
like off the top of your head. Yeah.
Wait, say it again. The what?
I was
black-owned
gonna ask
restaurants.
y'all, if you knew how many, because I would consider that successful. Like, you know, what I mean, that's such a huge. That's like a certification. Like, you guys got verified within to say like Hispanics. When you're Hispanic and you own your business, I mean, there's a lot that it's like you're a first generation business owner from your family, first generation African American to be a, you know what I mean, to have a business. That's not too many could say that. Wear that kind of cert, you know what I mean?
Not too many out here. Planet Vegan, Chef Paul's. There's, I think, the African restaurant Fasika is still open. I got Rhapsody, soul food place.
But those are soul food type foods, right?
Right.
You guys aren't necessarily soul food.
We're
Probably-
not, no,
right.
We're American cuisine.
Right. So you're not necessarily you're African American owned, but that's not your product.
But
Right.
that's not the dilemma though. The dilemma is, what is the culture when I walk in there?
Right.
Right? Like it's unfamiliar territory to a lot of people
Currently?
currently.
Yeah.
You think so?
There's not a
Yeah.
there's not a lot of, like he said, there's not a lot of black-owned restaurants. Especially, I don't even think there's a restaurant with a bar besides us that are black within probably 100 miles of Fresno. Correct me if I'm wrong, James, but we don't want to go out there and be like, we're a black-owned restaurant. That's not
Right.
We're just a restaurant
You guys just
that
happen to
happens
be
to be
black.
owned by African Americans,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Say what you will. I feel like we're stating the obvious here. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
we're black and we own this restaurant, so yeah, put 2 and 2 together, right? But
But could
But
Omar
like-
and I, Hispanics, own the bar and grill? It doesn't have to be tacos and frijoles and arroz, right?
exactly,
It doesn't have to. Like, we could
Right.
have a bar and grill.
correct.
Like, if we had
Right.
Ray to teach us stuff, right, Omar?
Right.
We can go find a Ray.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would you
Make
do
some-
that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Well,
Well,
okay.
what do you know how to make from scratch?
Rice and beans, enchiladas, chile
Well,
rellenos.
to the point, though. You see.
Okay,
that
see,
this is
I'm
it,
with
yeah,
you,
yeah.
but I'm pretty sure they knew how to make stuff before they went into Cocky's, and this isn't necessarily what you grew up making.
No.
It isn't your culture. Your culture was the perseverance, the working hard, the
Right.
getting it done, the joining the fraternity.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
your culture. Your product doesn't necessarily reflect your race,
No.
Correct.
No.
That's a fair assessment.
and that's what you're trying to explain. That's what you're trying to
Explain.
get out.
right.
But
But so
the culture is the barrier, is what I'm saying.
Right,
Like,
but Omar and I could own that bar and grill.
you mean
Right.
cocky-
Do you think?
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
think
yeah.
people? But do you think people? No, I'm not saying that we could own Cocky's. That's your idea. It's a great idea.
no, but
we could
also
own a
want
bar and
friend.
grill. Are people are going to look at me and Omar and say it must be rice and beans there?
They would probably assume off the rip that you're serving Mexican food as Mexican cuisine
Maybe him. Look at him. Look at
Yeah.
those
at
eyebrows.
some point, right?
Pretty,
but-
yeah.
But you
Indigenous.
have more examples of Mexican restaurants out here than the African American restaurants.
Okay.
But like people say, how is that place? I've heard of it. How is that place? Is that your place? Do you work there? Da, da,
What do
da.
you tell them? What's your review?
It's good. Like I don't.
Why don't you just
I
say,
already-
"Hey, man, I was there the
I
other
know
day."
what you're saying, so I'm not even going to jump down there. I should just say it's not ghetto. You should try it out. But I don't.
Not ghetto.
I be like, it's a good place. It's a cool place. That's what they're asking me. Is it ghetto? Can I come? Am I going to be safe? All that is in that little question of how is that place?
You think so?
Oh, for 100%.
Absolutely, yeah.
Maybe I ate too many wings there. I just
And it's compounding because it's like there's that element, but then we're also in sketchy downtown.
hey, so am I.
Where- no, but you're a defense attorney.
Oh, okay.
Half of your clients committed crimes near us. They're
Right.
the ones throwing shit
We
off the
got people
roof.
walking straight from the jail. They got to check in with
I
you.
love downtown. I used to get up, go work
Yeah, the one
Saturday
time one
mornings.
guy walked in
walking around, no
the bar
problem.
and was like, "I'm looking for Alex. I just got out."
Yeah, well,
But no, it's honestly, I love downtown too. I live downtown. My business is downtown. I hang out. I go read every morning
Right.
downtown, right? But those who have no knowledge of downtown, The whole
That's
the whole
correct.
north
The
end of
tourists.
town
The
says
tourists.
no, not the tourists.
Yeah, the north people of town are the tourists.
They say
are the
we don't go
tourists.
south of Shaw.
Okay.
Right.
And that's a running
that
joke.
makes them a tourist.
There isn't a
Right.
restaurant
Because they
downtown
didn't-
called South Shaw because of that.
Right.
So yeah, I mean that's a running thing. Like I smoke cigars at LTD and Fit Garden all the time. And
Right.
I live
I see you when I'm
downtown.
at Elbow Room.
And they're like,
I tell
"You
you,
live
don't come
downtown?
over. Right.
How is it? Are you scared at night?" And I'm like, "No, there's not really much going on. It's actually really quiet."
People are going to fear what they don't know.
100%.
So what do you say when people ask you about Cockies?
I'll say it's a cool place. Come check it out. We got. I'll say stuff like we got happy hour, or they
You guys got happy hour. You guys have the most. You can have a date night there. You have
Right.
so many cocktails.
right.
You got so many proteins. You have salads. You have drinks. You have entertainment.
Yeah,
When did you guys ever notice your guys' spot as the spot? Like, for instance, lunch. When did you guys start seeing that within like the first, let's say, within that year? Because you were just talking about what happened, the incident within 2 months, right? Well,
Man.
so like, when did you start seeing the attorneys would come in, or like the
I'm
the
about to
night
say
crowd?
probably year 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, honestly.
Really,
Yeah.
where
Year
it started to
8 or 9.
seem like your guys' spot was the spot for a lot of these people, right?
Yeah.
Well, we continued to build on what we had. If you notice, there's always an improvement in the place.
And
Like-
expansion, right? You guys have expanded since, or
No,
No.
it's just,
Okay.
it's
So-
One
structurally
location.
the same
we're,
thing.
We're trying to get to 2.
there you go. Yeah.
Got some things we got.
We repaint the walls. We did the floors. We got new furniture. We built additional seating. We added TVs when we could, right? And just of us continuing to build and get better, we were worthy of more clients.
Yeah.
People like, oh, hey, this place is actually pretty cool. We hear that all the time.
You have a big following with the attorneys. Don't get insulted. I still want to show up and eat some wings. But you guys are the airport of downtown. It's the place where you see every entrance and every exit of a person. Like,
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, I like that.
oh, you guys aren't going to hit me?
No.
I was ready for both of them because I said, how are you going to move the mic?
Yeah.
Look, you guys have brought a different type of atmosphere downtown
Mhm.
because it's not just, and I'm not going to name names, but you kind of know what happens and what goes where, and that's in many cities and many places.
Right.
But at Cocky's, it's kind of a lot.
It's a melting pot
It's
of
a
everything.
it's a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
Did you guys mean to do that, or were you guys just trying to grasp? Hey, man,
Well,
come have a good time,
I'll
wherever
say
you are.
this. It wasn't part of the initial
Goal.
game plan.
Right.
But-
Vision.
And neither were the frozen
We had to-
foods.
Right.
We were so into the weeds. We can get into that stuff too, but we was into the weeds with finances and money and all that
Oh, I
stuff.
thought you were talking about Spencer.
I
I,
know,
was
I
like,
was
yo,
like,
you
all
gotta
right.
just take
Damn.
That we had to expand our horizon, view who our customer is going to be. In marketing, they taught you. I think in marketing class, they taught you types of marketing. They didn't teach you how to market to a demographic per se. So, but you know,
Yeah, they didn't tell you.
Artisan.
They didn't tell you who to choose.
right,
They just told you how to find out
Right.
what it is that was chosen or how to choose
right,
something. But they didn't say this is what you need to do. This is the actual group you need to find.
right.
But
Well,
you needed to see groups. You needed to
groups
group people.
And groups of people, but also income. That's more of a
So that brings me to my next question. What does an average Cocky employee look like if you can meld it all in?
It's all walks of life.
I mean, I'm sorry, customer.
Customers all walks of
All
life.
walks of
Same,
life, yeah.
same.
All walks of life.
Right.
Kids, old, young, black, white, and
Yeah.
attorneys, criminals,
Right.
mayor,
Same.
police chief.
Mayor's been in
Yeah.
there.
I
Peace
mean-
chief. Right. I've seen.
Like everybody,
Yeah.
literally a little bit of everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
You're kind of turning into a little bit of the downtown club in essence.
Right.
Because it's the place where anybody can go and do some business and talk and
100%.
get some
Right.
food. And then
Right.
it changes at night. Get a little
Yeah.
bit more cocktails
But,
out.
I said finance. We got how many 3 days of quit notice we got?
Probably 20.
3 days of quit when you pay the rent. There was times I would go to. I remember this specific time I was going to Smart and Final. We have a lunch wrap specialist still to this day, but I had $70, and I had to go there, and I'm like I had to pick and choose what I thought we were gonna sell that day because we didn't have. That's all I had, $70 to buy the raw products and make it through lunch.
And to make it for other people's lunch that are so
Right.
to
I
eat
was
with
like,
you.
and I hope $70 is. I hope I buy the
I
right
hope
thing.
I get the stuff.
Right. Right stuff. But there was a lady in there that stopped me And I'm like freaking like, damn, I gotta make this shit work. And this ain't the first time. This is like I did it yesterday too. I hope I guessed right. Like I bought enough chicken for today, whatever I had left, right? So, but this lady stops me in the aisle. It was an older African American lady, and she goes, "You own Cocky's?" And I was like, "I do." She goes, "Man, I just want to thank you for going to college, doing things the right way. There's a lot of people in the community that look up to you, and you know what I'm saying, we're proud of you. We want you to keep going." That shit right now is giving me goosebumps. I almost started crying in the aisle. I was like, I gotta say, I don't know why you looking at me. I'm broke. Like
that's why she was looking at you.
yeah, I'm like, I gotta say, I'm like, this pack of chicken breast is $7. How many do I need? But moments like that, like, gives you inspiration to go. Like, I don't have no idea what people looking at me. I'm just thinking about, I don't have any money, enough money. I hope there's enough money for lunch. This is all we have. Our bank account's probably negative. We used to average about $1,500 in the overdraft fees at one point in time. So
for years too, not like for years.
Yeah.
Maxed out.
Why'd you keep going?
Kept going.
Why?
Had the keys and we wanted it.
Yeah.
That's real.
You didn't want to let go of the keys?
No, hey, if we still had the keys in our possession, we were gonna unlock the door and we are gonna try again.
And moments like that is like, those are other reasons to keep going. Like somebody's actually looking up to you and is looking at you in a positive light. Like I'm an inspiration to somebody, but I have no idea. All I'm doing is working hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To that somebody looking at me, I have no idea that this is what that can transition into. Like they're so proud of me and this and that. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, why? Like, well, I barely got enough money to get through lunch, but it goes deeper than that.
Yeah, I think that the people are looking at the fact that we're working, but we're still smiling. They're not seeing the undertow of what's really going on. They're not seeing the financial struggles. They're not seeing us possibly on the verge of getting evicted. They're not seeing...
Well, you're not showing that either.
Because you can't.
Because you can't, because you're in the business of hospitality.
Right. So nobody wants
you're
to...
showing that face for them. You're buying your last piece of chicken.
Unless it was something that happened publicly, then you can't hide that. But, I mean, most of it's all under the wraps. You know what I mean?
How nice were those keys?
Yeah.
Man, it was determination not to fail, man. I couldn't tell you what or how or why we're still open.
Because you guys don't want to give up.
Yeah.
Right. So...
Okay, but are you
when
going
you
to harness that energy to make a Cocky's franchise?
That's the goal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This was the infancy stage.
Yeah.
I just want to know how you guys kept it together. Like the two of you are still together. You guys were grounded to a location.
Right. There was no money to argue about. So that's that was one of the factors.
can't
that
be
always-
mad.
Partnership ever.
You can't
How
be
much
mad
are we
with no money.
splitting?
Right.
That's
Yeah, and I
funny.
think, like, being partners, like, I think that what's held us together is because we know we both have good intentions and we're both working our ass off trying to make it work.
You see that in him.
Yeah. And when the problems come, we're like, well, this is our new problem.
Right.
Our.
You know, our
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, we tag
because
it.
none of us are working to shut us down. We both know we want to keep our business open. So whatever comes, here it comes.
Mike and James and Mike.
Okay, let's do it.
This is why people confuse you guys.
All the time.
Even you're already admitting that you guys started together. You are together. Like you guys are together.
Yeah.
Right.
It's that partnership. It's that
Like,
bond.
he's not only my fraternity brother, he's my brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
Yeah.
look at that.
We've been through too much, man.
Well, yeah.
Been through it all.
You
Yeah.
tell about a story. when you were
Frisbee
walking out
throwing
Club
homeless
One, somebody
people.
thought you was homeless.
Oh yeah, bro. I was so dirty, so broke, so bro. I see a friend of mine, and you know, Club One has that glow. So like, I'm walking out, but you can kind of see me, kind of like got oil on my pants, oil on my shoes. I'm just looking horrible. He looks at me, he's like, man, hey, James, you all right, bro? Everything, you know, is everything okay? Like he thought that I had turned into some of the downtown vagrants. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, this motherfucker's cooked.
Yeah.
Like, nah, just another day at work.
I'm just getting by, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro.
There was a time period I was homeless working at Kocky, or I was owning Kocky. I was working too, shit. But yeah, sleeping on people's couches,
Well, but you weren't
waking
giving
up
up.
to go to his apartment to take a shower and shit. So it was like, yeah,
Oh, you guys have really gone through it then.
yeah.
I was
That's
gonna ask
it.
you. I was gonna ask too, like how many times have you crossed your mind to
let's
quit?
not talk about the car getting repoed.
Oh yeah, I got
Oh.
one.
The car getting repoed.
They got repoed at Kocky. My staff came out to me and was like, "Hey, Mike, your car's getting repoed." I ain't got no money.
Let
to give
them
you.
take it.
Right.
I don't even live anywhere.
We're actually that day. We're actually making money. It was a Monday night football game. The Niners were playing. It was busy.
Oh,
I was like, "Well,
your car got repoed and the Niners were playing?
yes."
Oh.
Mine got repoed. With
Oh, here we go.
Bro, I invited a girl over who's now my girlfriend right now. But, you know, we're in the beginning phases of dating, and we're watching a movie at midnight. I hear boom, 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 boom at my door. I'm like, oh, shit, who is this? Here we go. Jerry Springer shit about to go down. But I open the door, and it's this tow guy. And he's like, hey, man, I'm here to get the truck. I'm
That's nice
telling
of
you
him.
now. Yeah. He was cool about it. He's like, I'm telling you now, man. You can give me the keys, and it'll be cheaper, or I can go get this big ass bed and pull it out because you got to lift the truck, and it's gonna be a lot more expensive. Now look, as he's telling me this, I don't care about giving him the keys. I don't care about the bed. I'm trying to keep this interaction as quiet as possible because I don't want my girl to know my car's getting towed. Right? So I just hand him the keys, and then she asked me like, "Hey, who was that?" And I was like, "Oh, you." So my automatic payment wasn't going through, so I just lost my car. I'm gonna go get it tomorrow. Yeah.
Let me talk to you in private, my man.
Alex, you don't know the anxiety, or maybe you do, of waking up and hoping your car is in your fucking
Every
stall.
day. Every day.
Every day?
Every
Yep.
fucking day.
I remember that. Every day, your stomach dropping, my truck's about to be gone. I know
Yeah,
it.
like, fuck, man.
And I was eating food at your place
Yeah.
when this was going on?
We were smiling like, hey, man.
Hey. How are the chicken wings today? Chicken wings? They took my car.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not anybody else's problem but ours.
Yeah.
I don't
I don't think people look at it like that.
I mean, we just gotta all that shit happened. We made a commitment to the public. We're gonna be open at 11 a.m.
You were.
Yep. We're
You were. You have been.
mm-hmm.
This is a testimonial podcast, dude.
Yeah. Shit, right?
Preach.
I remember one of my servers, her name was Mabra, I ain't gonna forget this. She is talking, I can't say yelling, she's asking me about some sugar packets and pepper and stuff we need for the restaurant. She's going off. And I started yelling back at her. I shouldn't have. But she shut me up with one sentence. She said, Michael, this is not my restaurant, this is your restaurant. I said, you fucking right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been yelling, but you don't got no money. I can't find it. I can't. These are tools you need to be a restaurant consistent, right? I didn't have no money to go get some sugar packets. I got when you running the business we were running at the time, you got to pick your battles. And sugar, we just ain't gonna have sugar today. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd rather pay PG&E, but
So my arrest like
We have lights.
My rate's like, we need sugar package. He's like, have you ever been evicted? Old taxes? Had your car impounded? She's like,
Go down to Denny's and come back.
she was like, I said what I said. Like, I told her all kind of shit I had going on. She was just like, this is not my restaurant. This is your restaurant. I was like, you fucking right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but no sugar packets happen today, but I'll keep that on mind when we come across $10.
Okay, so it sounds like you guys have taken a lot of hits.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Financially, emotionally, like shit's turning. It's all coming at you because of this business. But you kept the keys.
Yes.
Anything else happen that was good?
Yeah, I mean, every day we're in the hospitality business, right? So we're watching people celebrate their birthday. People celebrate promotions. People just enjoying a good lunch.
Right,
You know,
right.
like every day you get to interact with people and you get the opportunity to make their day a little bit better. So, I mean, that's a good thing all the time. You know what I mean? Like it feels good to have satisfied people and know that you've
Created that.
environment and you're responsible for so many good experiences, whether it be at the nightclub, whether it be at brunch, whether it be on Saturday night, whether it be me just giving some advice at the bar
Right.
or us just laughing, right? Like
Watching the Niners beat the Cowboys?
Yeah.
nobody watches that shit. But yeah, like those are the things that feel good. I think that's also the toughest part about the hospitality business is that you have to deliver every day. Like, like I could give you a good burger 3 days in a row, and that fourth one sucked, and you're pissed because it sucked.
And that's the one you write the review on.
And that's where
that
the
shit
review
irritates
comes
my
from.
soul. That's one of the type of reviews. I go here all the time, but this time, why didn't you write the
3
review?
good reviews,
Right.
one
The
bad
other time.
one,
No.
so we can have the math.
Nah, that's not
add
how.
up.
That's not how it works. Nah,
The math ain't mathin'.
nah. But it's we messed up that one time. But okay. But those other times, I feel like you should have wrote a review too.
And that's something you learn in the restaurant business. Like,
Tough skin.
respectfully, people don't care. Like, I don't care how your day's going, what's going on. We want our food. We want good service. We want this environment. I'm sorry, but this is what we want. And rightfully so. And I feel like that's why the bigger restaurants, they last that way. But I think that if you go to the depths of, say, a TGI Fridays or even Hooters story, and you get to talk to the founder of that company, it'll be somewhat aligned with ours. Maybe not the same hardships, but they'll be similar. But then, when they turn into big chains, we're like, oh, they're big chains. But old grandpa got his ass kicked 40 years ago. I
Right.
think that at the core of every success story, whether it be restaurant, your story, whatever, somebody took the grunt of the bullshit that had to get you on
Right.
up the hill at least a little bit so you can climb. You know what I mean?
To get to that franchise, which is a chain.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
It's a chain, but you got to have that link. You got to have that one link. You guys have that one link. You just have to duplicate it, and then you get that chain. It's really just the next step. It's not necessarily 72 more. It's duplicate what you've already created.
Right.
From the frisbee throwing homeless men
Right.
to the
Right.
cars getting repoed
Yeah.
Right.
to the till being taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you've made the sacrifice to get the knowledge and the experience, then it's just a matter of stamping it.
Right.
And it's almost like it would make no sense not to duplicate it if you put in all this work
Right.
to get the recipe.
Right. You
Right.
finally got the recipe.
Yeah.
Ray.
Right.
Has he passed?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
May he
what-
rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Ray. He's a good dude. Crazy dude.
Ray
Crazy
passed
dude.
for a purpose.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you
Yeah.
want people to know about you guys? Like, what do you guys? What's the message of Mike Smith and James O'Donnell?
Us like collectively, or you mean individually?
Both.
I just feel like, if nothing else, when people hear about us or Cockies or me, that you should keep going, man. Like, you shouldn't give up on your dream, because you have to remember why you started. And that's something I think, specifically with Kappa, that journey, trying to become a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, and then that process we were talking about. And I was like, man, I don't want to do this. But there was never a point where I didn't want to be a member, right? I got distracted and discouraged by the process. But when I got on the other side of that, I was like, look what it means to stick it out. And I think that so many people get distracted by that my message, that's what I would want to promote to people, because on the other side, God has placed everything worthy or valuable on the other side of hard work, of tough times. Everything you want. You want a nice body? Hard work. You want to be financially stable or successful? Hard work. You want that beautiful girl you like? Well, she likes guys who are successful. Hard work. You want your kid to stand at your funeral and say, you know what? I appreciate my mom or dad so much because X, Y, and D. You're going to have to put in the work, And I feel like, if nothing else, that's what I would like my message to be when you see Cockies, when you see us, when you see me. It's like, if nothing else, it's worth it. It's going to be worth it.
Even though there's no parking.
Even though there's no parking.
Even though there's no parking. Cockies, as a whole, we, like, you listen to this podcast from the bootstraps. No, just there's a bunch of hard work involved in Cockies. So, just know that we put love into our food. We had hard work getting the recipes, hard work getting the staff, hard work even staying open 14 years, coming August. We have a whole week dedicated to our anniversary. So,
That's coming up, right?
yeah, first week of August.
First week of August. What's
What are you
happening?
guys, yeah, what are you guys doing?
We're gonna get some T-shirts made in honor of the 14 years. That's on Monday. Tuesday we have Taco Tuesday already, but we're gonna have a DJ Wednesday.
DJ and tacos.
Nice.
Nice.
Wednesday karaoke. We used to do karaoke at Kocky.
Open mic night karaoke.
It's kind of like it's kind of pay homage to the times we did have karaoke.
Right, but open mic. Open mic,
whatever. Yeah.
Open
I
mic.
can go on there. You guys are gonna take the mic away from me.
Nah,
No, go for it.
Sing the song.
I may not
Thursday.
sing well.
Thursday's art hop. So Friday we're planning on having a band. Saturday's gonna be positive energy. It's usually a big event for us for the Hennessy drinkers. But like the takeaway, like if to me, like Kappa is at its core with me. Like it's done a lot for me. The process done a lot. I tell people all the time, you might find somebody taller than me, stronger than me, better looking than me, but you're not gonna outwork me at all. Like I will figure this out. But the ability to figure things out in this business is key. Like you have to figure stuff out on the fly, like all the time. Like even today, somebody said, "Hey, there's an iPod charger broke and this and that and the other." I'm like, man, I can't even wake up and take a yawn first if I got a problem, but I got to figure it out, and then not kill yourself over it. Like stress yourself because you can't think about anything else. But call them, guide them, hey, do this and that, and said, okay, it worked. Okay, let's go. But Kocky's is hard work. It's like the definition of hard work and perseverance. Like I would put those two words together. We actually scraped when we first opened Kocky's. We scraped up the carpet. That took like 10 days of just like literally a scraper, and just
Pounding that old glue.
Yeah.
20-year-old glue.
Yeah,
Would
just
not come up.
Not come up. Took forever. We even got down to the wire brushes and was scraping up the remnants of the glue.
That's why the awning was
Right.
was still
I don't know if anybody knows, but damn near everything in the booths we built.
yourselves, right?
Yeah,
Just the two of
ourselves.
you.
Yeah. So the ones along the wall, the ones that you sit in on the other side of the wall, the ones that are on the bar side, we built all that.
Right, because you guys
The
weren't just making
cabinets,
food.
Right.
You were making a
We
home.
didn't have no money to hire anybody to make
Well,
the
you
stuff.
guys have arms.
Right.
Yeah.
Get it done.
But will I do it again? No, I'm paying somebody to build that stuff.
For sure.
We got better time. We got better things to do with our
You
time.
can use AI to copy paste and get it done.
They have AI
3D
robots to build
printers.
stuff. Yeah.
3D printers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. But yeah, Kocky's is here to stay, and hopefully we're gonna make it a franchise in the near future. But like James and I have been through a lot, man.
Yeah.
Even personally, my mom died and passed away in 2015. That was a moment for me. Obviously, my mom, she raised me, she passed away, but in that moment, I realized that the world doesn't stop moving. Like things still got to get done, and I got to deal with this loss, my biggest loss. So, and still run a business, and still answer questions and get people paid, and I can't have them feel sorry for me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep moving.
That's like you said in the beginning, though. That's just the way the world works. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world keeps spinning, man, and you got to keep going. And that was a big loss, but it taught me a lot. You got to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? And that was my rock. That was my she raised me, shit. So I grew up in her household, and yeah, that's my mama. Shout out to Alita Smith.
There you go. Shout out.
Yeah,
But her perseverance remained as a
Right.
message and as a motivating factor for you.
absolutely.
Got you two together.
Right, it did.
So build the
My
empire.
mom liked James too.
There you go. Build the empire.
Yeah.
Take the message
But yeah,
further and become brothers
Yeah.
and sell wings.
But the ability, his James could think of some excuse on the fly. I cannot. It's like, bro,
Right. You guys are the yin and yang. you guys, you really are.
Yeah.
If one of you can't put out the fire, the
I'm
other
like, James,
one
what do you
can.
say? I said this and that. I said, what
There
we doing?
you go.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. Did it solve the problem? Yes. All
For
right.
now, we got about 5 minutes left
We
on
got
that
another
excuse.
problem.
Right.
Someone's mad
Yeah,
because
I
it
think,
ain't strawberries.
I just developed the gift of gab
Yeah,
from like being younger. When I was younger, just constantly in survival mode, like always having to think quick, figure shit out. Because
you were a big brother.
I'm a shit. I got 14 younger siblings. than
Right.
me.
So
yeah.
you talking about perseverance over here. Like you already had a little
I was
army
smart,
made for you.
Yeah. So I think that that's just what God blessed me with. I mean, amongst other things, you know, I consider myself a fairly intelligent person, but I think that we complement each other well. We think differently, but similarly, you know, like, and I feel like if you got two right arms, you can't box.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
Right.
just not gonna work. You know what I mean? So you kind of need that other view, that other side, to constantly.
The balance.
Right, there's a balance, but there's a lot of respect going on too.
Yeah.
Like when he says something, I don't disregard it.
Yeah.
I hear him out.
Right.
There's a lot of, I'm pretty sure, relationships, not just business relationships, that you don't hear that person out because you don't respect them as much as you should, or the other person. So there's no communication going on. It's one side yelling, the other side on mute. Not, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of respect going on. I think that's what makes the relationship work as well.
I'm sure if you interview us 15 years from now, we'll be like, oh man, boy, didn't we know we had this.
I want to cut that.
Huh?
I'll cut that.
What, that 15?
No, put it now and see what you're saying in 15 years. What would you guys be saying in 15?
Hopefully we got 15 locations.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
California?
California.
I mean, in business and life, anything, if you're planning on growing, it's just like Street Fighter. Every level, you know, there's opposition, and it typically doesn't get easier.
Right.
It's like you're climbing this chain, and you're gonna always have a new level, new adversity, new whatever. But in order to be successful, you need that. Like Muhammad Ali needs Sonny Liston to show up. Jordan needs Berta, otherwise you have no story. And when you start to view your challenges like that, it's like, all right, who's up next? What's up next?
Who's up next?
Who's up
Right.
next?
Who's
you know?
up next?
You know something's coming.
Okay.
Something's coming, yeah.
Well, what's coming in those next 15 years?
We don't know yet.
We don't know.
You know what it is? Multiplying yourselves.
Yeah.
Because you guys have united for your start, but now to duplicate it, delegating that to someone else, delegating that to other
yeah.
people,
That's
trusting the keys
Right,
with
with
other
somebody
people.
else.
Right.
Anyways, I think you guys should show yourselves a little more, even though I know it's an idea of Cocky's. You guys still are Mike Smith and James O'Donnell, or James O'Donnell and Mike Smith. You guys have an interesting story. You have people that will actually relate to it.
Yeah.
You have the actual product that was there, and you have all the ideas and stories that happened that you could totally share. You want to come sit down? Come to Cocky's. I talked about everything that I did wrong.
Right.
Wrong.
Yeah, got a bunch of wrong things in there.
Before I figured it out.
But I learned. All of them lessons we learned they were lessons.
Hey, man, I learned them right there with you because
Yeah.
I grew up as an attorney eating at Cocky's.
Yeah. Yep.
That's all it is.
Right.
Well, James is tying his shoes. Think it's the end of the day.
No, it was just bothering me. Moving my leg and I'm watching the list.
Anything you want to leave them with? Anybody listening? Maybe there's 12 people that want to get some burgers, fries downtown. Maybe they just
Yeah.
want to have a good time. What would you leave them with?
Come see us. Come downtown. Enjoy the music. Enjoy the environment.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Bring some quarters for the parking meters.
Bring some quarters for the parking meters.
Quarters for the parking meters. We're working on getting validated parking. Working on it.
What's the best thing to eat at Cocky's?
The best thing. We're gonna do wings. I'm gonna go with our lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper wings.
Correct.
Go with the salad. Lemon pepper wing salad.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
You?
What about the grilled cheese?
The grill. Yeah. Go for the Alex grilled
Grilled cheese.
cheese.
The Alex grilled cheese special.
it's got
You can create anything you
jalapenos,
want.
mushrooms.
Look, Cocky's will accept anybody. They'll even take somebody saying, give me a grilled cheese, grilled jalapenos, onions, mushrooms.
Our
Don't
burgers
forget
are really
about their
good, too.
event too. We'll get that anniversary.
We'll
event
get that
going.
anniversary event out
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What
So I think it's
August
August 2nd through the 9th.
Celebrating the
Cocky's
anniversary of
week.
Yeah. Cocky's week.
Merch
these two.
Mondays,
Merch
karaoke,
Monday.
Taco Tuesdays, positive energy, ended with the brunch.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time. And this is our first time that we've had like a Cocky's week. Like we were brainstorming about it because usually we'll have like an anniversary party, but we think like going forward we should make it a week long.
Yeah, you should make it a week long event.
And everybody's schedule's different. Like maybe I can't make it on a Saturday, but I'm free on a Tuesday, so I can come to Taco Tuesday. You know.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate Cockies.